Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sharwin and I do cooking videos and K-drama review videos. So if either of those sound appealing to you, hit that subscribe button and join my happy community here on YouTube. So I've got a very special episode for you guys today. For the first time ever, I am reviewing a Filipino drama. So why am I reviewing a Filipino drama? Because it is a Filipino adaptation of a K-drama. Alright, so today I am reviewing Startup PH, which is based on the K-drama Startup. Alright, let's begin. Number one, the plot. So, does the Philippine version have the same plot as the K-drama? Yes, so I'm actually pleasantly surprised at how similar and accurate the plot is, and I appreciate the effort of GMA7. You know, they really stuck to the main points of the K-drama. All right, so the basic plot, if you're not a K-drama fan but a Filipino drama fan, the basic plot is that our main character, Danny, in this case, is a dreamer, right? She didn't finish college, but she dreams of opening her own business, just like her dad. She didn't have all that many opportunities. So upon meeting her estranged sister, she bluffs her way by saying that she's starting a business with her boyfriend and that they're doing fine financially. The only problem is, number one, she doesn't have a business, and number two, she doesn't actually have a boyfriend, right? So she actually name drops her pen pal from elementary school, and as it turns out, she never met that pen pal, so she doesn't even know who he really is. And this bluff actually starts a series of events, and then we follow Danny as she eventually tries to make her bluff real by starting a business and fostering a relationship with her pen pal. Right? So number two, what is different about Startup PH from Netflix Startup? Okay, so there are two things that I want to point out that I really like that is different. So in the Korean version, Startup actually shows you graphics trying to define all of these business terms that we may not be familiar with. And with Startup PH, they do the same thing, but instead of just giving us the definition of these business terms, they actually add in, and this is something very Filipino, they relate it to love life, right? And that way they try to make it a little bit funny. And I really appreciate that because culturally, in the Philippines, we do love to make jokes about the difficulty of finding relationships, or what we call hugot, right? And then the other thing that they do differently that I appreciated is that in this K-drama, in this Tagalog drama, Good Boy, the character Good Boy, is actually given more agency. So in the first few episodes, he actually does more for our main character than in the K-drama version. And I think that as we go further along the drama, this will become very important because the more things Good Boy does when he was younger, and they also show that he is more deliberate, with his feelings towards our main character. I think that becomes very important because if you want to build a really strong love triangle, then you've got to make sure that both male characters clearly show how much they love the character. Now, I think that in the K-drama version, Good Boy was a successful second lead only because of the charisma of the actor, right? Here, of course, Alden Richards is very charismatic, but at the same time, he's given more plot-wise, especially in the early episodes, and that way you can really build a following, and that way the audience is really torn between the two male leads. All right, number three, let's talk about some members of the cast. So first of all, the main character, Bea Alonzo. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know how much I love Bea Alonzo, right? So take this with a grain of salt. But just like I said on Twitter, everything with Bea Alonzo is just better. She just makes everything better. And this drama is no exception. From the very first scene that she appears on Startup PH, you immediately root for her character. I don't know, it's something about the way she looks, the way she smiles. You just feel, right, that she is such a dreamer, that she is someone that you can get behind, that she's someone with a great heart and great intelligence, and she just needs the opportunity to shine. If you guys want to learn how to act like a character that people can get behind, Bea Alonzo is giving you a masterclass in this drama. All right, number 4. Let's talk about the Gina Alhar, who plays the grandmother. Right, in the Netflix version, the grandmother takes a central role. If you examine it, the grandma is actually the heart of the show, and that's why I think the Korean version was so successful, was because the grandma was just pure gold, pure magic. And I think Gina Alhar is right there as well. She can get you with the drama, right? You feel for her with her dramatic scenes. And yet, she is funny when she wants to be. Or when the scene calls for something comedic, she's right there as well. And I'm really looking forward to future scenes between Bea and Gina Alhar. I think that when the scene is going to get even more dramatic in the future episodes, it's just going to be perfect. Right, number 5, food. So, in the K-drama, the grandmother actually sells Korean corn dogs, right? And I think this is where I think the Korean version really has a lead over us. I appreciate that they changed the corn dogs into turon, which is the Filipino snack or dessert. It's basically like a banana spring roll, right? And I thought that maybe they could have given more food porn shots of the turon, right? To get people to really, really crave for turon. Because after watching the Korean version, I just had to make my own Korean corn dogs. That's how powerful the scene was. Here, I think that they could have done an even better job of making the turon look so mouth-watering that after watching every episode, you'll go buy one, right? And this is something that I've always said that Filipino shows and movies really need. Just take 1 or 2 minutes of food porn shots just to get people to crave for Filipino food afterwards. And listen, I understand there are budget constraints and food is the least priority in a drama. But if they do want to make mouth-watering food for TV shows and movies, I'm right here. I've done it before for movies, and I can do it for TV shows as well. Just call me, you guys, especially if Bea Alonzo is the lead. All right, number 6, fun. So in Startup Korea, they actually got baseball legend Chan-ho Park to actually be a character in the K-drama. Like, he signs the baseball that Namdo-san has, right? And that baseball leads Namdo-san and the main character Sodalmi to meet. And here I was wondering what they would do, and it's just really, really great that they changed that to a Filipino basketball legend, Benji Paras, and he basically signs a baller bracelet, and that's how Danny and Davidson meet, right? And I don't know, I just thought it was really fun. It's very Filipino, and actually I just met Benji Paras a few months ago, and he's such a lovely guy. He's funny, and I appreciated that he actually came up to me and said that he loves to watch my cooking show, and I really, really appreciate that. So in the off chance that Benji sees this, thank you, Benji, I'm a fan too. Right, number 7, my verdict. Okay, so it's only been 2.5 weeks of Startup PH, but I gotta say, I'm fully behind this drama. I think it's well made. I think that the characters are very charismatic, and they do shine on screen. And I think it's quite a watch. And it's off to a great start, and I can't wait when they get to the even meatier parts. All right, number 8. So usually number 8, I rate a K-drama if it's a novice, advanced, or expert watch, right? So if this is your first Filipino drama, I think it's a good first Filipino drama to watch. It's a little bit funny. The dramatic parts are not overly dramatic, and the storyline is pretty interesting and pretty relevant to the Filipino society at this point. All right, so guys, for me, I recommend it. I think kids can watch it. And actually, kids should watch it because it does help you dream, right? The theme is still the same, which is to follow your dream. All right, guys, that's it. That is my review of Startup PH, which is the adaptation of the K-drama Startup. All right, before I go, guys, I just want you to know that my book, The Gospel of Food, is available in all national bookstores nationwide, and you can order this online on Shopee, Lazada, and anvilpublishing.com. And if you want this as an ebook, you can also order it as an ebook. Just go to any ebook platform, type in The Gospel of Food by Sharwin T, and it will be right there. All right, guys, let me know what you think of this video. Are you watching Startup PH, or are you planning on watching Startup PH? Let me know. And then if there are other K-dramas that you want me to review, just let me know in the comments section and I'll line it up in my schedule. In the meantime, you can watch my other videos right now.